Go.
Steph Curry was always the smallest player on his team. Never the most athletic, but his work ethic and dedication pushed him into the light and eventually changed how we all see the game in basketball. Steph Curry is not only the best shooter in the world, but the most influential basketball player, forcing teams to change their entire defensive strategies, creating a unique style of off-ball movement, as well as inspiring an entire generation. Steph Curry encouraged an entire generation of undersized guards to reach for the impossible. Along with playing organized basketball myself within this new generation of hoopers, I've also researched this topic through film, basketball games, credible websites, and analysis videos. Today, I'm going to talk to you all about Curry's influence on the game of basketball through his three-point shot, off-ball movement, and defensive strategies to stop players like him. Let's begin by exploring how Curry was the three-point revolution. Redefining range. Steph Curry revolutionized the three-point shot, shooting from way behind the arc and making it a huge part of the Warriors' offense. Before Curry, three-point shooting was used sparingly, mainly reserved for special plays or late-game situations, and definitely not in the volume that Curry shoots. Curry's success from deep range forced the entire NBA to adapt. We saw a steady increase in the number of threes attempted. Flash forward 10 years, and now teams are built around shooters, and analytics have shown more and more the value of spacing and efficiency for the game. Impact on NBA culture is also an important point. Every single team is out taking more threes now because of Stephen Curry. His ability to knock down the three has influenced professionals, but also kids who no longer see the mid-range shot as fancy, but rather the impressive three. Now that we understand his impact on shooting, let's cover his off-ball movement. Constant movement. Some star players really need the ball in their hands the whole time. Curry's style emphasizes constant motion when he doesn't have it. Him being such a threat then causes the defenders to chase him, leaving that team's defense open to weaknesses where nobody's looking or liability when one of Curry's teammates attacking the rim. His off-ball movement goes hand in hand with the screen set by his teammates, freeing him up for open looks. His ability to shoot contested shots is a whole other conversation. Now, shaping other teams' offenses. The Warriors built an offense where Curry's off-ball movement is the core, a strategy that many teams are now using, leading to complicated offenses with motion, passing, screening in a very untraditional way. Young hoopers now focus on moving without the ball, a skill that coaches try to drill into guards who can let it fly. They practice creating open shots from screens and cuts. Now, how on earth do you adapt your defense to guard something like that? Changing defensive schemes. Curry's range stretches defense farther away from the basket and much farther away from traditional limits. This has forced opposing coaches to create defensive strategies to try and contain it. A super common defense now is called the box and one, where four of the defenders are in a box zone for the rest of the team, and one defender follows the shooter around the court as the one. Now, when he played in college, there was a certain coach who put two people on Steph Curry and only three people in a sort of triangle defense, and that didn't work out very well for that coach because the other players couldn't figure that out. The ripple effect. Curry's ability to shoot the ball causes the defense to pick him up further away from the basket, leaving the paint exposed for drives and cuts. This has led into choosing very versatile defenders who can switch on to shooters while playing on and off ball defense at a very high level. No matter what kind of influence Curry has had on the league, let's move on to how he's inspired a generation of young players. Changing the definition of a superstar. Curry is not the tallest or most athletic player, but he has become one of the most dominant players in NBA history. His success has inspired undersized players to focus on building their skill up, mainly shooting, ball handling, and off-ball movement to elevate their game outside of their physical attributes. Impacts on youth basketball. Before Curry, players idolized big men like Shaquille O'Neal or slashers like Michael Jordan. Now kids want to shoot deep like Stephen Curry. Changing practice routines to more and more shots from the outside rather than working on the mid-range or post moves. The Curry effect has made three-point shooting a gold standard in basketball. All of these points help us understand how Steph Curry has changed basketball forever. Curry is not just the best shooter in the world, but has transformed the way we all play basketball, how defenses strategize, and how the entire generation of players approach the game. So, the next time you watch a basketball game or step onto the court, just remember Curry's influence in every deep three-pointer, every off-ball cut, and definitely in the dreams of young players hoping to make their mark on the game, just like Curry. Thank you.